929 Tanakh together, Genesis 17. When Abram was 99 years old, Adonai appeared to Abram and said, I am El Shaddai. Walk in my ways and be blameless. What follows is a reaffirmation of the promise of great descendants and land. It also comes with a change of name for both Abraham and his wife, because it here is made clear that the son that is to carry the covenant is the son of Sarah, which hadn't been mentioned yet. Like the previous Brit with Noah, it requires a sign, in this case, circumcision for males. There are many ways of approaching this story, and most of the traditional visions are anachronistic in the sense that we project our ideas of God onto Abram. If Abram is talking to our God, then Abraham must have known all the things that we know about God, that God is one, that God is indivisible, that God is immaterial, that God is the creator. All of those things we put in Abram's brain. And that is fine. When we do midrash, we put our beliefs back in the text to help us guide of how these beliefs can help us deal with reality. But sometimes the text loses a little bit. We have seen Abram in discussion with El Shaddai, with El Elyon, with Melchizedek, and even with Adonai, despite the fact that Exodus 3 is going to tell us that this name was not known to the patriarchs. We know because of parallel texts that these names, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Elohim, Yud-He, Vav-He, Adonai, were names of different deities in the Canaanite pantheon. And in this light, Abram is not so much being talked to by the God that we believe in, but he is expressing a discovery of God, and it's a discovery that in the beginning is muddled and contradictory. The risk when we do this midrash of reading our ideas of God back into the text as original ideas of the characters is that we, of course, have to make them superior to us. If Abraham was in contact with the same God that we understand, of course, Abraham had to understand God better than we do. But in our own messy theological search, isn't it comforting to seeing an Abraham that is confused, that asks question back, can you really give me this? That laughs in his heart and says, this is not going to happen. That is our faith. We are discovering God. We get mixed signals. Sometimes we're interacting with the God of mercy. Sometimes we're interacting with the God of judgment. Sometimes God's promise looks very, very distant. And at least I find it very comforting that this confusion, that this messiness is not new, but integral to the experience from the beginning.